Meet the stars of Italian TV. Nearly every night, politicians of all persuasions enter the nation's living rooms through the primetime political programs that dominate the schedules. And with more than 30 parties competing in these elections, there is never a shortage of participants.
Newspapers and TV have acted as substitutes. Instead of taking place in Parliament, political debate happens in the media.
There is a very close relationship between politics and journalism in Italy. The government appoints some board members of the state broadcaster RAI, and many newspapers receive subsidies from the state. Some say this makes for a subservient press, an accusation many journalists reject.
Political journalists who spend every day next to politicians should pledge their faith only to the notebook and pen. I have done that for 7 years and I've always had a clear conscience.
The incestuous relationship between politics and the media doesn't necessarily put Italians off voting. Thousands still take part in political rallies like this one, and Italy has one of the highest voter turnouts in Europe. But even though Italians may be familiar with their politicians, that doesn't necessarily mean they trust them.
There are too many politicians on TV, and they mostly try to reach out to voters by making promises they can't deliver.
It's good that politicians try to share their opinions with the public, but on the other hand, they should concentrate more on solving real problems rather than just talking about it on TV.
I think that the political programs should be abolished. They are the most boring thing on TV.
Boring or not, the plethora of political programs seems here to stay. In the last days of campaigning, the airwaves have been dominated by the main candidates. Perhaps too much so, even by frontrunner Silvio Berlusconi's own admission. He said that if he wins, he might not make a celebratory TV appearance, but simply get on with the job of running the country. And that's something most viewers, whether supporters or not, would surely greet with relief. Barbara Serra, Al Jazeera, Rome.